There we go. All right. So let me see. First things first, you guys, if you are watching this on the YouTubes, you're going to want to click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. If you're watching somewhere else, at the end of the video, if you dig what I'm talking about, my suggestion to you is to go to YouTube, search my first and last name, click on the subscribe button, and then also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. I'm not somebody that puts on one video a week. There's usually between 5 and 10 videos a week. Okay, they're not all lives by any means. Some of them are very short. They're like 4 or 5 minutes and they're like boom, like just gold within 4 or 5 minutes. Some of them are 7 to 10 minutes. Some are 20. I don't typically go much longer than that though. Okay, you guys. So I am not here to waste your time. I am here to help you out and then give you the time to be able to go implement things. Okay, you guys, that's what I'm here for. If you are somebody working from home, if you are somebody that desires having income streams running from at-home stuff, right, then I'm your girl. If you don't even know what you can do, I'm especially your girl because I'll help you figure out what you can do and then I'll show you how to be able to do it really, really well. Okay, you guys? So let's see. Let me do some good mornings. Janet, good morning to you. Let me get that subscribe off the screen here like a real professional. Good morning to you, Janet. Good morning from chilly Wisconsin, Carrie. I'm so sorry. Michaela, good morning. Or Michelle, gosh, good morning. Lori, good morning. Elle, good morning. Darlene, hey, lady. Patricia, good morning. Lydia, good morning. Heather Hill in the house. Good morning, Heather. Monica, good morning. Martha, good morning. Hashtag especially my girl. Boom. Yes, you are our girl. Aw, shucks. Shucks. Deborah, good morning. Making my juice smoothie for the morning. Getting fed on 2 levels. Ooh, I like that. Corey, good morning. Martha, good morning to you. Nancy, happy Wednesday. Good morning to you. Judith, happy Wednesday. Sheila, good morning. Margaret, good morning. I'm just going to read these. Shelly, I love your quick tips. Morning from still cold. Still cold, Alberta. Alberta's always a little bit cold. Oh, man. Colleen, good morning. I just bought the HBR book for a birthday gift for myself. Oh my gosh. Colleen, is it your birthday? Did I miss it? Happy birthday. And if you guys do not have the HBR book, it is so much more than a book. Just so you guys know, let me put this on here real quick. It is, that's where you get it, marthasbook.com. Sometimes I sing about it. I'm not going to today. But you guys, it's more than a book. It's a book. Yeah, it's going to be a bigger book than I expected. I actually just went over the final proof of it. 222 pages, right? So it's a bigger book than I thought it was going to be originally. But not only is it a book, it shows you how people are having success with home-based revolution. And it shows you, it tells you things to do on your own. Now, does it go into the whole program? No, of course not, because it's $25 and the program is not, so that, I mean, of course not. But it does go into enough for you to be able to push the needle and understand that I know my stuff, and to understand that my stuff works, and to understand that this life is ready for you, and that everybody deserves this life, and that you can have it. There's nothing keeping you from having it aside from knowing how to do it. And that's what I'm teaching people. And nobody else out there is teaching people this stuff. And I'm going to say it's because they don't know it themselves. Because if you look out into the world, it does not appear as though a lot of people understand this or know it. I actually get a lot of pushback from people that are like, I don't really think that works. I'm like, I don't know, I've done it. So you're talking to a girl that's done it, and it's duplicating in other people's lives. So I'm going to say, checkmate. We win. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, go ahead and grab the book. Whenever you have the book, you are going to get a link in your receipt email. You're going to get a link to the group. So there's a group where we have like 33 weeks of training and giveaways and all sorts of fun stuff going on in there just for the cost of the book. You don't pay anything else for that, just the cost of the book. Okay, you guys? So let me go ahead and get off of that. Let me see. I am just going to, Katie Lynn, you got the swagger for a reason, duh. Right? I mean, I see people buying the book right now. I see notifications coming in on my phone. Get it, guys, get it. It is too, don't be sitting around and wondering why life is passing you by and you're seeing everybody else win. Doggone it, you deserve to win too. It's silly. It's silly to not engage resources that you have that are made available to you. Yeah. Michelle, that and a little bit of fear, but behold, there's a better way. Absolutely. Juliet, I pre-ordered. Can't wait to read it. Boom. Let's go ahead and get into this stuff here. All right, you guys, now we are going to talk about my 3 best Facebook group tips. Now, what we're going to talk about specifically today is how to get people into your Facebook group. Okay, let me back up. The right people into your Facebook group, okay? We don't want just all the people in your Facebook group. You guys all see the people that are like, I get 500 people a day into my group. Ask me how, da-da-da-da-da. It's because you're spamming, okay? Those aren't the people that you want in your group. We don't want all of the Bitcoin miners in our group. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want all of the people that are going to spam every single post of yours in your group. I have a ton of people that ask to join my group every day, and I literally have to say no to like half of them because I look at their profile and I'm like, that's spam. These are spam people. No, I'm not going to let you in my group. No, I don't care about vanity metrics. No, having, 50 million people in my Facebook group is not my goal. Having however many, X number, doesn't matter, of people in my group that are here for me, that are here for it, that are here for a reason that I can help them with, that's what I need, okay? Not everybody. Don't get it twisted, okay? So, again, my 3 best Facebook group tips. Let's get at it. Number 1. Listen to me right now. Get your ears going like this. Let's make sure we don't miss a thing on this sentence, okay? Do not invite everyone you know. I just made myself look like a chimpanzee. Do not invite everyone you know to your group. Everybody get that? Say it back to me. Do not invite everyone you know to your group. You are so messed up if that happens. Okay? Just like what I said a second ago. The people in your group need to be there for what you have to offer. Just because you have 5,000 Facebook friends and you're like, I'm going to get a bunch of friends and I'm going to invite them all to my group. Don't do it, okay? All that does is give you vanity metrics, but low engagement. That is not going to help you whenever Facebook's like, here, I suggest this group to you. You know how on the right-hand side, once you're over, I think it's 5,000 people, Facebook starts suggesting your group, and it might actually be less now. I think it might be less now based on what some of my students have said, because they've said that their smaller groups have been suggested to people, but they're doing what I suggest in HBR. So just saying, HBR rocks. If you're in HBR, give me a heck yes. I'll holler back if you hear me. Holler if you hear me. I don't know. I'm 40, you guys. Just let me do my thing. So anyway, for your groups, you guys, we do not want to have massive groups that are only massive numbers, because if you have massive groups and nobody's engaging in those groups, here's what's going to happen. The Facebook algorithm is going to say, that's not a group for this person. But if you have this, if you have a great engagement per the number of people that are in your group, right? Then you've got something going. Then Facebook's going to be like, oh, there's a lot of people moving and shaking in this group. And it pertains to what you like, what you appear to like, right? And so Facebook's going to be like, ooh, this is a group that might interest you. Now you might, real quick, let's just go ahead and get nerdy. Let's get nerdy, okay? Just for a second. You might be like, why is Facebook even tell me about a group anyway? Do I want to pay attention to them? Do I want to listen to them? Aren't they the man, right? Like that's probably what you're thinking. Let me just explain the algorithm to you for a second, okay? The algorithm goes like this. Well, the goal is this. As a corporation, Facebook as a corporation, right? Any social media as a corporation, let me just say that, their main goal is to keep you on their platform. Why is that? Obviously, it's because they have advertisers on their platform, okay? So they have advertisers. Why would those advertisers want to advertise on their platform if they don't have people that stay around on the platform, okay? The advertisers need to have an audience to advertise to. Just so we understand like the umbrella, the understanding of the corporation as a whole, social media, why it exists. Everybody's like, they shouldn't be able to do this. Listen, this is why it exists, okay? You just got to know it. Know it, understand it, work with it, move on, okay? So basically Facebook wants you to stay on Facebook because they need to have an audience there for their advertisers to advertise to. So why does Facebook say, oh, here's a group that might interest you? Because if you're involved in a group, you're going to stay on Facebook. It's as easy as that. It's as simple as that. My husband and I talk a lot about Occam's razor, right? When trying to understand why something is the reason that it is, it's typically the easiest and simplest to understand reason. It's the first, easiest, simplest way to understand something, Occam's razor. The easiest way to understand why does Facebook suggest groups to you is because Facebook needs you to stay on Facebook. Period. There's nothing more than that. That's just, it is what it is, right? So let's understand it and let's use it and let's work with it. Yeah? All right. So number one, do not invite everybody you know. If you invite everybody you know, you are going to have low engagement. Facebook is not going to suggest you in the groups on the right to anybody new. Okay. Also, have you been in a group that has a ton of people before and no engagement and thought, I don't know that I want to be here if nobody else seems they want to be here? Stop inviting everybody you know. Okay, you guys, stop. If you're not in my group, right? Heart-centered and successful work-at-home moms, which actually has tons of value. If you are not in there, the link is in the description of this video. Go ahead and hit up that link, join that group. Check out Unit 2 or Guide 2, whatever they're calling it now. Literally changed last night. Go to Unit 2 or Guide 2. And look at the 90-day side gig to main gig challenge. I will be teaching you a lot of how to do a lot of these things. Okay, you guys? So you're not like, oh, sounds like I need to learn something new. No, just join my group. I talk about this stuff all the time. All right. Number two. Let me know, actually, number one, let me know in the comments if you have accidentally invited everybody that you know to your group before. Also, let me know if you figured this out early and didn't do that. I'm just interested. I'm interested in the stats on that. Number two, have standing invites consistently in public content. Now, what does that mean, Martha, right? What that means is this. You need to consistency needs to be a word that is just framed and up in your house somewhere. Like if it's magnetized to your refrigerator, so be it. If it is sewn, if it is cross-stitched into your pillow, you lay your head down at night, then fine. Consistency needs to be your guiding light of what you do in your business. If you are not being consistent about things, you are not growing your business, period. I love you so much. You got to be consistent. You cannot be sporadic. People cannot count on sporadic. I do these lives every morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, consistently. Okay? People know that they can come, right? Now, let me talk about the second part of that. There's the consistency of it, and then you have your link to your group in your content consistently. So on these videos that I do every day, I have, like I just talked about, the link to my group, the Heart-Centered and Successful Work-at-Home Moms. I have the link to the group in the video, you guys. You can click on the link, join my group from the video. So here's a stat everybody needs to know. 7 to 15. People typically need to hear or see something 7 to 15 times before making a buying decision, okay? So that's a buying decision. That's somebody saying, well, I'm going to buy this thing. It takes them a long time, many times, many touch points typically to be able, or to actually buy something, okay? I know that it works for me. I know everybody, like this is an industry stat. It has been for a very long time. It's human behavior, okay? All right. Now, 7 to 15 times also rings true for our lead groups and joining our groups, okay? Excuse me. So people that have been following me, people have been following me for like 5 or 6 years, just joined my group yesterday, okay? That's why consistency matters. They're not going to see it immediately and be like, that is the answer to all of my problems. She's got me. There's 2 to 3% of the people out there that are going to say that. And they would be right. You know what I'm saying? But 2 to 3% of your people are going to do that. 5% don't give a rip what you're talking about, and that's fine. That's that, you know, it's haters, whatever you want to call them, doesn't matter. That's 5% of the audience just doesn't give a rip. 92% of your audience just needs to see it more. And that's where consistency matters, okay? So number 2, you have your link in your content consistently. Now, whenever you have your link in your content, don't just say, hey, join my group. It should be, hey, here's where you join the challenge. Here's where you get this training. Here's where you do X, Y, and Z. That's how it goes, okay, you guys? Hey, join my group is not super sexy. Just saying that. Hey, here's where this training is. Hey, here's where this 90-day side gig to main gig challenge, right? You guys, I'm transparent with everything. That's why you want to join my group. I'm transparent with everything. I tell you exactly, like even here, I'm showing you, I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing when I'm doing it, right? And it's not from a manipulation standpoint. I'm doing it out of transparency. Let me teach you how to do this stuff, right? Because I'm giving you some information right now, so you're likely like, oh my gosh, she knows what she's talking about. Oh my gosh, she's built the business I've been wanting to build. Oh my gosh. Right? And then you're like, okay, so I totally need to join this challenge because she knows her stuff. And you would be right. I know my stuff. And so then you join the challenge and then you learn more. And then if you want to jump into more of my programs, so be it. And if not, that's fine too. You see what I'm saying? This is how this works. Okay, you guys? You don't need Facebook ads. You don't need Facebook ads. See what I'm saying? All right. So number 2, have standing invites consistently in your public content. Let me know in the comments if you already have this, if you're already doing this. And then also on the opposite side, if you're not doing it yet, let me know how excited you are to start doing it, okay? Number 3 of my best Facebook group tips. Have a link in your personal page bio to your group, okay? And why they want to join, all right? So on Instagram, you know, you have your link. If you have a link tree, if you have like a hub of sorts, put it in there. But why they want to join that group, not just here's my free group. Don't do here's my free group. Nobody joins here's my free group. People join a challenge. People join a training. People join that stuff. Here's where you get into that. Here's where you get that. That's the carrot, so to speak. You know, there's the carrot in front of the horse. Like that's the carrot, so to speak, is the training or the challenge or whatever that is, right? So you have that in your personal page. So on Facebook, you've got your bio info and you just have, I shorten it, bit.ly or whatever you want to use, shorten the link and then say in the copy above it, why they would want to join that, right? It's as easy as that, because then when people get curious about you, they come to your page, they see that and they can join it immediately, even if they don't see it in a post or something like that. We need to make it as easy as possible for people to join our group. We need to lower the barrier to entry. Okay? They should not have to, our people should not have to step over a privacy fence to get into our group where we are going to nurture them. They should be able to just step over the smallest string, 3 inches off the ground. Okay? That's click join. Click join. But it needs to be readily available in every way. Okay, you guys? So that is it. My 3 best Facebook group tips. All right, you guys. Boom. Pow. And we're already over 20 minutes. What is happening in life, you guys? Why does time go by so fast? Let me do this because I had a ton of messages like holy moly yesterday. And I think it's because there's so many new people following at this point. But I had a ton of messages about getting half off of HBR yesterday, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and prolong it today until midnight tonight. Here's what you do. If you are not in HBR yet and you hear me talking and you're like, okay, she knows her stuff, I need to get into that, you would be right. You do need to get into it. This isn't a salesy thing. It isn't a weird thing. It's way underpriced for what it is. It's made accessible to you so you can change your life, period. Hi, I'm Martha. I'm here to change your life. Okay. What you do is you message my Facebook business page, Livin the Dream with Martha. Don't message it case study, just message it flash sale. The words flash sale, okay? Then I'm going to know what we're talking about, and it's half off. And so yeah, by midnight tonight, if you get in by midnight tonight, then you're going to get HBR at half off. So it's already inexpensive. It's going to be half off of that. Okay. So it's time. It's time, you guys. Let's do this. Bye-bye.